Hey, folks, just a friendly reminder that all shows on the Madness Comic Network are produced by their individual hosts and in no way reflect the opinions of the network as a whole. The statements in the following broadcast are not necessarily the opinions of the Madness Comic Network, its staff, sponsors, or contributors. This show is rated TVMA, as are all of them and all those other letters. Viewer discretion is highly advised, and, just do what Doc says. Read that again. Peace, everybody.
Who am I, you ask? I was created in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by the waste of a dying world. I was bestowed with an insurmountable task: bring peace after decades of death, persecution, and chaos. I am a grandchild of war, destined to help two camps which hate has fueled for far too long. Surprisingly, I am not alone. Have an odd bunch to make the road a little more bearable. Come with me, to bring hope where there was despair, respect where there was resentment, creativity where there was destruction. I am Pinocchio, and this is my story.
Flip City Magazine is just really pulling out all the stops, man. Your guys' production value of this magazine has gone insane. I mean, look at that. I mean, I remember when you guys, it was black and white. Even when it was black and white, I thought your quality was great. But damn, they have just, I mean, they just really stepping it up a notch. Look at this. James Corbett, boys. James Corbett.
Genuinely cutting. But also funny, and obviously just chaotic and very fun.
I love Flip City. It has brought new types of badassery and integrity to the print medium.
Open your ears real wide and say, give it to me straight, doctor, I can take it.
Kick the chocks out from under the wheels. Blast up. No offense, Margaret. Contact. We're off. Rum, rum.
Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you.
Holy cow, what a week, but we stuck the landing. We're here. Jeez. Howdy.
Won't you get in trouble if the boss shows up?
Oh, no, it's the boss here? Hey, wait, I'm the boss.
Hey, wait, I'm the boss. What's happening? We got people in the backstage.
Bring them out. Bring them out.
We ain't gonna make them wait. You know what's up.
Welcome back, Hugh. It's a pleasure to see you again, my old friend.
Stand up for your right. Yeah. With a rebel yell. Don't give up the fight.
If you can't take a little bloody nose, maybe you ought to go back home and crawl under your bed.
What's up, Q?
Hey, what's up, y'all?
How are you, my friend?
We also have our friend James Lee. Levi's.
James?
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody.
It's a party. It's a party.
What's up, Levi?
In the chat.
How's everybody?
I'm doing well. Don't ask that question.
Okay, I won't ask that question.
I sent you a picture in your Twitter inbox, Fanta. I don't know if you saw it or not, but I think you'd like it.
Fanta, a little birdie told me that you finally got to enjoy Pariah Blood and Mud. I am very happy that that happened, and I'm dying to hear your feedback. We got to talk.
Yeah. So we have with us, as always, James Lee coming out, bonsteins.com. You guys know what's up, Steins. What are you doing today, James?
I'm
still working on that one, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I'm still working on this one. Yeah, yesterday and last week we had to stop because of the weather, but we got sunny skies today, so I am full able to work on this today.
I forgot. That's right. We were sitting here talking to James last week, right at the beginning of the show, and all of a sudden, boom! And James was, I gotta go.
It's happened to me too. I'm with you.
Like thunder, like lightning and thunder right over his head. That lightning strike had to be close.
Oh, it was real close. It was like 6 houses down.
Yeah, that was a big boom. His whole house shook. It was like,
I was like, holy shit! What the going on here?
It was good stuff.
Oh, it was good. It was exciting. I'll tell you that.
So across the street from me, my neighbors have a chain link fence. And it was raining, and I was running out to the mailbox because I had a package I had to get. And a bolt of lightning popped that fence right in front of me.
Oh, yeah.
And let me tell you something. it's not what you think. It goes just a little, and then the giant earth-shattering kaboom hits. But I'm here to tell you, Jack, I ran faster going back than I did trotting out there to get that package.
I'll tell you this. I've seen one where it hit one of the big pine trees. And that whole tree exploded.
Oh, yeah. Stephen B.
It is Stephen B.
What's up, Stephen?
But we lost Levi. What happened to Levi?
Hey, how's it going?
I was just getting ready to play his trailer and highlight his screen, and he's gone.
So I'm going to set up to draw, but I don't have anything exciting to draw. I'm doing these clue cards for Laughing Rogue. So I'm going to draw a crate. Just a crate.
No, last week I got in 3 of the Witchblade sketch covers. So I got 3 of those that came in, which I'm really nice. I'm really thankful that Mark sent them and able to get them. So,
and then there's this guy.
Yep, already did one. Though I was very disappointed with the book. The art's just not there.
What is up, Levi?
Well, I hate to hear that.
Hey.
Now, I was just getting ready to pull up your screen and play your trailer, and you were gone.
It went poof.
So I'm going to play it anyway. Here you go. Everybody check this out. It's good stuff. Ooh, good stuff. Good stuff. And that's what you're working on, right?
Am I pausing the echo now?
I don't hear no echo.
No echo? All right, sweet.
You're good. You're good.
Oh, I switched over to 5G. Wi-Fi is just not going to cut it, I guess.
Yeah, Wi-Fi is always terrible when you're trying to stream.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I'm hardwired. There's no Wi-Fi. The other day I was on a stream and it said my Wi-Fi connection. StreamYard can't find my Wi-Fi connection. And it disconnected. I'm like, what the hell?
Nice.
Hello, TJ. Fanta darling.
Hey,
How
TJ.
dear is here. Good to see you.
What the duck?
What's going on?
So this is actually a 2-page spread. I just went ahead and cut it apart.
That looks very cool, brother. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, Jay wanted a kids playing on a danger room-esque playset inside the park.
Okay.
So I kind of switched it up a little bit. It was just one page and just an interaction between one of the main characters and a mom.
Mm-hmm.
And I switched it up to basically I brought in a new character. I switched it over to where she's like a super powered, the recess monitors type of deal.
Right.
And I wanted to make her into a hippie. So I have notes down here for Gypsy Vagabond, the Sam Keith hippie, and maybe a name like Gypsyn or something like that.
All right. Right on.
You'd always call her Janice or Joplin,
Janis Joplin?
Janice of Joplin.
Janice of Joplin.
So I've actually went to the movies Friday. So it was my birthday, so I decided to go out and see what was going on.
And happy belated birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
And I will say this. I waited 20 years to see him put it on, and he finally did.
Who did what to who?
The Wolverine Deadpool movie.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He puts his mask on.
Nice.
Nice.
And the place went bonkers.
Yeah, I bet.
He actually looked like fucking Wolverine. I mean, full comic book wise, he really looked like him. And it is a real fun movie.
Well, good.
And he takes shots at everybody. Including Feige by name.
Good. They needed to have shots taken at them. Not literal shots, YouTube.
Oh, no, not that kind of shots. I'm talking about,
Burns.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
A righteous burn, baby.
Oh, yeah. And it was beautiful. I could not stop laughing. It is probably the best comic book movie there ever was.
You guys excuse me for a minute, Doc. I'm dealing with trade agency.
I heard nothing except my name.
I'm going to be out of the book stream permit.
Okay. I have no admin, so
Just fill the dead air, dude. Come on.
fucking drawing here. Trying to wait.
Raptor.
How about
What's up, Raptor?
What do you guys think about the term or the phrase doodling? Like if somebody says, "Oh, you're doodling."
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
It doesn't bother me. I don't care what they call it.
Yeah.
I'm having fun. I don't care.
What's up, Raptor? Well, I mean, if you invite me on a show, I'll come on a show.
Yeah, I'm a equal opportunity show owner.
Ain't no shame in my game, baby.
So did they do a decent job with Cassandra Nova?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I mean, I'm going to say this. You can tell when people love the comic books in this movie. You can really, I'll tell you, real simple. Cassandra was fantastic as the big baddie. Tatum was hilarious as Gambit. And he's in a comic book accuracy version of Gambit costume.
Really?
Yeah, I'm serious. You get him, you get Wesley Snipes as Blade.
Nice.
You get what's her name that played Elektra? I keep forgetting her name.
Jennifer Gardner.
Jennifer Gardner.
Jennifer Gardner. She shows up in Elektra as Elektra. X-23. She's really good in this movie. She really is good. She even has the sunglasses from the Logan movie.
Cool.
And then you get Chris Evans as Johnny Torch, which was hilarious.
Johnny Storm.
Yeah, Johnny Storm story. And then you get the original Pyro. You get Ray Parks as Toad. I mean, they basically brought everybody back from the X-Men movies from Fox, except for the main X-Men people. But it was great. I mean, there was some really good lines.
That's cool.
And then when Wolverine pulls the cowl up and puts it on, the place goes bonkers.
No, after all these years, he finds
Raptor,
something.
I appreciate you, man. Just give me a heads up and shoot me a link. And Zaf will be here, buddy. You're more than welcome to jump on. Pops has admin, though, so I can't let you in. He can't.
I'm here. I'm just dealing with some other shit right now.
Okay, copy that. You ain't got to yell at me. I'm sensitive.
And yes, Ryan Reynolds' wife is Lady Deadpool, but good God, she looks good.
So after all the news about Taylor Swift and everything, what's the nothing?
Nope, she's not there. It's Ryan Reynolds. It's Ryan Reynolds' wife.
Right. I just I can't remember the guy's YouTube channel, but he does like top 10 comics, hottest comics of the week type deal.
Yeah.
And just to see the Dazzler issue shoot up the ranks, like everybody had to have that Dazzler issue because Taylor Swift's going to play Dazzler.
Well, and I'll tell you somebody else that wasn't in it. Lady Deathstrike wasn't there.
Really?
I didn't see her at all in the movie. Oh, and Juggernaut from the X3 movie, he's in it.
Fanta is calling out spoilers. Cut it out.
I'm just saying who the dude is all over the internet.
Hey, the chat's always right. Never argue with the chat.
But the wild thing is who makes the cameos as Deadpools. So watch for that. I'm not going to say who they are, but just by their voices, you'll be able to know who they are.
I'm glad they took a step in the right direction.
Well, I think it's more Ryan Reynolds than it was Feige.
Yeah, but still, I'm glad they took a step in the right direction.
I missed that one. Hi, Kitty. What's up?
Flip City Kitty?
That would be Flip City Kitty. Yes, it would.
What's up, Kitty? One of my favorite people. Oh.
Get him, Doc.
What am I doing?
TJ said the UK is best at everything.
Okay, good luck with that.
Huh?
Except putting down revolutions.
I don't know. I'm just looking at that stupid scones versus biscuits short. And
No, I was just saying,
America does biscuits better. I'm sorry.
Eek!
Yeah, we're the ones that actually figured out that she served biscuits with gravy.
That's right, baby. Don't you
Yeah,
forget it.
I don't want no sugar biscuits with my sausage gravy.
I don't want cookies and gravy.
Y'all just don't know how to eat over there. That's what I'm saying. Oh.
Let me look at the car again.
Stephen B.
Yes.
Coloring up some of the cars from Rev.
Yeah, and I need to look up the car again. I don't know why I have trouble drawing cars sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
I always have trouble with cars. They don't like me.
Yeah, I just had mine worked on yesterday.
You know one thing, if I ever decide to learn to draw digitally or mess with, any of these programs, I have enough stuff on the network, people like Les and Doc and Dillard and Stephen B, people that use it, that show us what they're doing. They don't just do it. And like Jim O'Reilly and stuff. Guys that are helping each other and teaching each other and shit. I love that about this network.
Speaking of which, I wasn't sharing my work because it's just a crate.
It's a crate.
It's just a crate.
But it's your crate. What is up, Shadow?
What's in the box?
What's up, Shadow? Yeah, what's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box, Doc?
Why is there still? Okay, now I'm confused. Why is there still blue?
I don't know, but we all want to know what's in the box.
Yeah, I don't know. I just draw what the man asked me to draw.
Everybody is saying hi to each other in the chat. Keep
Hey,
doing
Pop.
that.
Hey, Pop.
Lots of comments are good. Comments are good.
I think he's hiding some in the box. He just doesn't want to tell us.
I don't know what's in the box.
I bet Chris knows what's in the box.
I think it's a general all-purpose
box
crate. It's a clue card in his game.
I'll tell you what's in the box. Nothing.
Don't you yell at me, young man. Oh, Lord, why is it still? Oh.
Oh, man. Sometimes this is funny.
Why is it doing that?
The villain thread in the Madness group. It's funny. But villains don't kill people, or heroes don't kill. That's not what they do. It's not their fault that they build shitty prisons. I say maybe we need a hero who builds better prisons. I'm just saying. Wouldn't that be heroic if he built a prison that actually couldn't get broken out of?
What film was that?
Exactly. You see, it's like the whole thing is they're talking about how sometimes the heroes just keep letting the villains run up the death count. At some point, you're not a hero if you're letting that happen over and 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 over. again 685 times. At some point, you have to make sure that capital punishment sticks. But then they just alternate universe that motherfucker back anyways.
Well, there's a difference between a hero and a vigilante. The hero doesn't kill. The vigilante does.
No, a hero doesn't kill. But is he really that heroic if the guy he keeps putting in jail gets out and keeps killing people?
But whose fault is letting him? Whose fault's letting him out?
Bad jail. A bad jail. That's what I said. Maybe we need a hero that builds better jails.
But no hero was built to jail.
Because they shouldn't be breaking out. They shouldn't be allowed to break out all the time and get broke out.
I can see it.
You know.
I can see it now. Someone creates a superhero called a jailer.
I agree.
If you really want to write a story with a good prison, it's real simple. You put them on the moon and they can't get out, so they're stuck there.
And then you write on how they're going to get out.
Where are they going to go?
Everybody's on the moon now. Shit.
No, I mean, really put people on. I mean, really put a prison on the moon, and put the main villains up there. Leave them be.
They'll run over to the blue spot where the Inhumans are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They just go grab Lockjaw. Poof, they're gone. They're back on Earth again. Get somebody up. But I mean, we were, he's talking about the really maniacal ones, like the Joker with the super high death counts and shit. At some point, one of these people, heroes, I don't give a shit. To me, you're heroic if you waste somebody that killed 695 people, whatever. You take him out, you're heroic to me. I don't give a shit about the vigilante, not kill rule, whatever. Once somebody's death count reaches a certain point, you kind of got to take them out.
Well, it's kind of like that one. I don't have to kill you to save you either.
You don't have what to do who?
That one line about, I may not have to kill you.
Oh.
I don't have to save you either.
Right.
I think part of the argument would be catching them in the process. Right, like if he kills 900 people and you catch him a week later, maybe you let due process figure itself out, or maybe if you catch him in the act of killing 900 people, you do him in that.
No, I'm talking about over a period of time, his death count has risen to that because he keeps getting away from the system.
Right.
At some point, you're not heroic if you can't realize this ain't working. You gotta take him out. You're not a hero anymore if dude gets out on your watch and keeps killing people. What's up, Doran? I sent you the link, bro, if you want to pop in here, man. White Fire Comics. What's up?
And before I write colors, let me make sure I like inks.
Said what?
Remember last time when when I was fixing something in the inks?
Yes.
And without thinking, I just went back to doing colors. And not realizing, oh crap, I need to switch layers.
Right.
I hate that.
Yep. Layers can be your friend or your enemy.
Yeah. Like, damn it, I colored on the wrong layer again. He didn't say damn it. Stephen B's a nice guy, but he was like, oh, colored on the wrong layer. Then he said something about some control lab or something, poof, and it was gone.
Control Z.
Control Z. Yeah,
Control Z is always your friend.
I was trying to make a bit of a joke when I first mentioned the Control Z, like, yeah, Control Z it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can't do that on normal paper. It'll still show your screw ups.
Right.
Control Z is my favorite. Kitty said.
I don't want to do that.
All right, we got people watching all over the place. We have tons of programming on the network. Drop over to the Madness Comic Network. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all the other cool shit we got going on. I got some good stuff for the show offs.
Why did I not finish this?
Got some good stuff for the show offs today, Doc.
Right on.
Let me give you a little sampler.
Don't you threaten me.
Let me give you a little sampler. Check this out, guys. Hold on. See that? Power of Warlock #1. Back when comics was 20 cents, yo.
Can't sell from here. Is that a Gil Kane?
Good looking stuff. Dr. Doom. Who? Doctor Who? Yeah. Could they just do it? SDCC? Yeah. Who? Dr. Doom.
Speaking of Dr. Doom, did you hear who the?
Yeah, I saw the video.
That's what we were just. That's what I was just saying. It's I don't think it'll work, but whatever they want to do, their game. It's their circus.
They're monkeys.
Circus.
Yep, they're circus, they're monkeys.
Not my circus, and I'm not recasting their monkeys. How's that?
I'm not even fooling with it. I got my movie this weekend, and I'm sticking to it.
Pardon me.
And the rest of the MCU can go burn all the bridges and everything they want. I don't care.
Well, like my son went and saw the Deadpool Wolverine. And he took the kids, and afterwards he's like, I kind of wish I didn't take the kids. And I'm like, well, it was Deadpool.
Yeah.
But he said that a lot of F-bombs.
Yeah.
A what?
A lot of F-bombs. Not a lot of F-bombs.
Yeah, it's full adult. Yeah, it's not. It's a rated R movie, and it's full rated R movie. So let's get ready for it.
You just got to know if it's Deadpool, it's Deadpool.
That's all. Yep, that's all you got to know.
If it's Deadpool, it's going to be Deadpool because they can't sell him on anything else. That's the character. It's just like the Punisher. You can't sell the Punisher on rubber bullets. You know what I mean? It's not the character.
You can't make the Punisher or Deadpool PG-13.
It's yeah. I mean, that's who they are. You can't fucking water it down. At least you can't water it down and be convincing. You know. Is that right, Doc?
Uh-huh.
Oh, what? Oh, I heard my name again.
I'm sorry, I'm working.
On a box. Working on a box.
I'm working.
I mean, let's face it, all three Deadpool movies have. So don't expect it to be cleaned up just because Disney bought it.
Now, this I also I'm like it's more alternate universe crap. That's the way I look at it.
Well, you know it was coming too. They had to come up with a way to get him back into the stuff.
They can't marry him into that character though without alternate universe crap.
Yeah, I mean, the minute I saw the interview with Hugh Jackman, I was like going, okay, we know what they're going to do. If you haven't seen that interview, he says, and I quote, "We were filming Logan, and then I heard about Deadpool coming out, and I said, fuck."
Oh, you didn't say it was a fragile crate, Doc.
It's from Fragile.
It's got the Illusion Purity Space Boy leader in it. Marvin's looking for it.
It's fragile.
Fragile.
I recognize that.
French.
I understood that reference.
And I understood that reference.
That was one of the best Christmas movies I've seen.
Yep.
It's 3 years. 3 years down the road, who knows what's going to happen?
Whoops.
They could all have drug relapses. You never know. Anything could happen. And when I say all, I mean from director to boom boy. What is up, Rizzock?
Why is this not
popping in from all over the place? All things serious. What's up?
Eddie.
I do too. He was a great Tony Stark. I just think putting him in a different role, if he's not Tony Stark, is just what he did with Tony Stark.
Well, no, the way I understand it, they're going to use where Tony Stark becomes.
As I said, alternate universe shit, and it's like,
And all the fans, a lot of folks were commenting the same line that they took it from The Dark Knight, saying whether you die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
Iron Man died a hero, and now Robert Downey Jr. is gonna come back as a villain.
Exactly.
I just want to say hi again to everybody in the chat, and hi to Doc's chat, man. You guys were kind of missing last week. We were wondering what happened. Welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you're going to have to watch another trailer because Zap's here. What's up, Zap?
What's going on?
What's up, Zaf?
What's up?
How's it going, man?
How you doing?
What's going on, guys? How's everybody?
Good. Good to see you.
Same here.
Pardon me.
Hey, I want to know what that guy's calf routine is.
It's insane. It's insanity. No, he just juices it.
He's a mailman.
That's wondering.
He's a
Both
mailman.
of us get calf on.
Nobody got that reference. Okay.
We tried. We did try. We tried. Oof. So this is like the band's all here. But we could use more people. We have room for more people. Just saying. I think it's over there up at the top of the chat. I'll drop it. Anyway, that actually worked. You just click and join in. And that has loved Robert forever. Wizok says box equals fragile. I like it.
I had to get past this thing. Chris gave me this list of the cards I got to make, and it'll say crate, and I'm like, what kind of crate? Is it wood? Is it metal? Is it a big ass shipping crate? Is it a little box? Is it fragile? Is it? And I talked to him, and he goes, "Dude, just draw a crate." All right. Whatever you come up with is what it is.
He said crate.
Yeah, I'm going to go get some coffee. I'll be right back.
Give me one too.
Mine's still pretty hot. I ain't been barely able to tap at it. Oh, see, some of them cups were really good at keeping your stuff hot. Some of them don't. I got 3 different coffee cups I drink. One of them works really good. It catches me by surprise all the time. I'll think, oh, it's good. It's cooled off enough by now. I'll take a big old drink and blow my nose out, steam out my nose and shit. It's a good look, but it's not good for the inside.
What book is that?
No, what book is what? I said, look. It's a good look. This here, what Levi's working on, though, we know what it is. Memorial Park.
All right.
He's making me dizzy spinning around like that.
Oh, that's cool. That's Hellspawn?
No. Try again.
Okay.
It's an image character. It was an image character.
Yeah, Hellspawn, right?
No.
Okay. I'm lost then. Who is it?
That's the main villain for Wildcats.
Yeah, that was his name. Hellspawn.
No. So
I'll make me dig out my comics now.
Nope. I got the book right here. God. Let's see. Oh, man. I thought you said Hellspawn. I'm sorry. It's Hellspot.
That's what I'm saying.
Spont.
Hellspawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you said Hellspawn. I was like, no.
No. I was like, I know who that is.
I apologize. I just misunderstood what you said. Yeah, I got the huge one that I was working on done. The team.
Yeah.
I got that one done. So it turned out really good.
I like that. I mean, he was when he came out, he was one of my favorite villains.
Oh, he was fantastic. I was like, oh, this guy's cool.
What I liked was at the time, and I don't know if something else has come up since, but at the time he was kind of like original, at least in look.
Yeah, I thought it was. I mean, I thought he looked fantastic. I really did. I loved his look. I really enjoyed the original Wildcats. I really did. I loved them.
Well, I think out of all the image studios that were out there, and I was disappointed when he sold to DC, is because I always thought Wildstorm had the ability to hang in there long term and be a competitor with DC and Marvel for the long haul, because they had such a big library of characters, but they also you know, maybe the stories that they went through weren't really original, but the characters I felt were, and they developed them pretty well. Their backstories, their dramas. It kind of reminded me of like everything he was putting out. Kind of reminded me like of the X-Men and what Marvel should have done with all their other titles.
Oh, I'll tell you what pissed me off about the whole deal was when I found out what his master plan was from the get-go. And when I heard that, I was like going, you son of a bitch.
Was this his plan all along?
And I'm a huge fan of Jim Lee's artwork. He's basically what got me into comic books and everything and all that. But when he went to Image, his goal, and this is what his goal was. He was going to prove that he was great and that he was going to go back to Marvel and take over X-Men and have complete control over X-Men. That was his master plan. He had no desire to stay at Image or be with Image for a long haul. And what happened was Marvel decided not to have any interest with him, and DC came in and offered him a buttload of money for all this stuff. And he agreed to it. And he went to DC. And then they shelved everything he had.
Yeah.
And I was so pissed off about it.
Well, also, too, and when he got the position he has now, he had a perfect opportunity to cement his characters forever in the
That's
DC.
what pissed me off. That's what really pissed me off. And see, I'm a WBD investor.
Okay.
And I was like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude? You got the chair. Bring everybody back."
Yep. And what was happening is the characters he was bringing back kind of were the same all the time. You know, it was always Grifter, it was always Zealot, it was always the same people, and he was mishandling them coming into the universe. Like he brought the last time he brought the Wildcats back, it was like kind of like an Elseworld with the Lobo and Superman book.
No, they just brought in the Wildcats last year.
After the Lobo, Superman.
Yeah. They've got.
Oh yes, that's right. You're right. Yes.
And the thing about it is, and I'll tell you what the deal is. Jeff Lobdell is not writing it, and Brandon Cho is not writing it. It's Jim.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Well,
Brandon Cho was the one that was writing everything.
Is there a reason why they stopped that newest one? Because I thought that one was good.
It was a short-lived one. That's what he had planned it just for an anniversary thing.
See, that's again, my feeling is that that's mismanaging the characters. Like,
I do too. I agree. I agree 100%. I thought I'm sitting here going like, you got to fix the company. Wildcats is a blank slate. You got Team 7 blank slate. You got Stormwatch. You got Backlash. And I was naming some stuff. I said, start putting those out. Get Cho and get everybody back. And let them go nuts because J. Scott Kimball's always wanted to go back to Gen 13.
Yeah.
And just let them run. It's a no-brainer. But nobody listens to me except for the last financial meeting we had.
And I know I'm probably like one of the few people that feel this way because I see a lot of people love like, oh, the Authority and everything. But in my opinion, the Authority, when they came out, his Wildstorm was already on the downward spiral. Like,
dude, in my opinion, the Authority is garbage.
Yeah. So I don't know why they're spending so much time in trying to bring
it back.
Yeah, I feel like it fits into that DC mentality. Like all their characters feel like old school to me. Like, and that's why I wasn't really a big fan of the Authority. There was no excitement behind that title. There was no energy in it.
Hey, when I saw the Authority back, the first thing I said was, "What the fuck are you thinking of? Get Wildcats out there."
I know. Well, he kind of feels like, at least it seems like he feels like the Authority is his big book, and it isn't.
No, Wildcat. The big books that he had, the ones that really did good were Wildcats, Deathblow, Grifter, Backlash, Gen 13, and Team 7.
Yes.
And those are the books that he should have focused on. Those are the books that he should be pushing.
Well,
Same thing with the movie. Oh, I'll tell you right now. If I was going to do a DC movie, Team 7.
Yeah.
Make it a hardcore war movie where at the end they get into the lab and get screwed up. Oh my God, you'd have had everybody in the kitchen sink in there to see that movie.
Well, Team 7 is it just seems like the logical place to launch or to relaunch at this point again his universe, because those were the original super people in his universe.
Yeah, Team 7. Team 7 would be the logical place if you're going to do the Wildstorm stuff. Start with Team 7.
Yep.
And just go.
Now, it's a shame, like.
Oh, I agree.
And I think it's hard for artists, especially like myself, to understand why he went the path he did, because most artists and creators have some sort of attachment to the work once they've created it, and he was just
he does not
right. He was just all business.
And this is where some of the business management stuff comes in, and it's just Jim's mindset, in my view.
Yeah, it's a shame. There was a lot of good characters. Like that group came out relatively late, closer to the end, but it was really good. I thought was the Wild Core group.
Yeah,
I thought that was a great book. Great characters, had potential to go places. I liked the Kindred stuff when that came out.
Well, yeah, that was just a team up book between Grifter and Backlash. But again, it was set to where it was going to help push, the characters.
Right, and it introduced you to some pretty cool characters.
Yeah, Wildstorm was probably one of the better of the companies.
Yeah.
But the one that really started shining was Top Cow.
Well, yeah.
Top Cow, once Top Cow got rolling, and I mean really rolling, I mean, it was just off the races.
Again, even with Top Cow too now, I'm like, you had this nice stable of characters. Everything was doing really well, and where'd you go?
Well, and I understand what happened to Top Cow also. It's you've got good artists, you've got good stuff, but your artists, when they want to leave, you really can't do anything, and they wanted to go out on their own. And of course, you have, and similar with Wildcats, when you have a death of a good artist, and Wildstorm had two. They had two deaths.
Mm-hmm.
Scott Clark and the gentleman that did Cybernary. I can't remember his name, but he died. He had cancer and everything.
Yeah.
And when those two guys died, it felt like the heart was just ripped out of the company. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, of course, the fallout between Mark and Michael, that wasn't good. And then Michael, passing away like he did. It's just the cards are not with you.
Well, he was already.
Michael had already left. Michael had already left. Michael, that was what I was saying. Michael and Mark had already had their falling out.
Yeah, it sucks. That's just, and I get what you're saying, but unfortunately, when you take that step and you become your own company and everything like that, these are some of the things you have to try and survive through. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's a problem with the comic book. That's the problem with the comic book industry as a whole. And I'll explain. A lot of artists do not have business management skills.
Right.
And you can see that in the contracts they sign and what they agree to when it comes to payments and stuff. They're more concerned about getting work than understanding what you need to do to sustain work. And it affects a lot of comic book artists in the end, especially in the big businesses during the 80s and 90s. It felt like, oh, yeah, I got the job. I'm going to be great and like that. And then you realize how much stuff you signed away, and now you're sitting there with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to look at the biggest story of where artist money and everything that could have been created one of the greatest comic book companies of all time and how it failed, look at CrossGen. CrossGen is the poster child to what happens when you do not understand business management and you do not understand how to run a company correctly and how bad it affects everything. Because that company started off with a war chest of around $40 million and no debt.
Yeah, some sweetheart deals. They were actually paying you to move down there.
That's the whole thing. That's what I'm saying. It was so much with that company that could have been and how bad it was wrong.
Excuse me, sorry.
And you know, it's just one of those things.
Over here hacking up fur balls and didn't realize I wasn't muted.
Very good.
Yeah, I know your lung came up and said hi to everybody.
Were you huck-toing?
Did you see that she made a music video with there's a, I don't know who the girl is, but she's a TikToker, whatever. She plays music and jingles and whatever, and it's all funny. So she had the Hawk Tui girl on singing a song explaining what Hawk Tui was to her grandmother.
Oh, no.
And it was hysterical.
Grandpa's happy.
Come on, tell us all about it.
I just did. That's it. That's all there is.
I like how he says Hawk Tui.
Hawk Tui. Hawk Tui.
That's not what she said.
I don't care.
Then why did you bring it up?
I pronounce things their proper way. It's Hawk Tui. Ask me how I know. I've heard it a few times. Just saying.
I've heard it a few times. Them Southern girls even got an accent on their spit.
Absolutely right.
If you ask him how he's heard it, then it really becomes a dark show.
I was actually going to say, man, if a chick ever Hawk Tui'd on my member, I would be quite upset with her.
Well,
keep your mucus to yourself.
At least clean it off. I mean, come on.
That's nasty. That's nasty.
I think that's the whole point.
You dirty girl.
What's up, Doc Fleming? I mean, Glenn Fleming.
He comes in at the perfect time. The absolute perfect. Oh, that's great. Hatch Annotated, you guys. Go check it out. It's good stuff.
Absolutely right. Glenn Fleming is a legend. One hell of an artist writer. If you haven't checked out Hatch, you're missing out. If you're a collector and you don't have his book, what are you even doing as a collector? Come on.
There is nothing more refreshing than a character without an opinion.
Those actually exist?
Hatch will not tell you what to think. He will not talk to you at all. For decades, he hasn't been talking to nobody. Look, Glenn's laughing. He knows what I'm saying. There is no, you know, I mean, it's like you don't get told what to think, how to think. It's just entertainment. It's all entertainment, and the character has no opinion he's trying to put on you about anything, so it's just fun, right? Just fun. That right, Q?
Hell yeah.
That delayed hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Go check it out, though. Hatch Annotated. It's good stuff. There it is. It's on comic right now.
Q, you got a new one going, huh?
And then there's ADAX. on Kickstarter. And then somewhere up here, there's, geez, we got a lot of comments. That's a lot of scrolling. Holy crap. Somewhere way the freak up here, we got a damn dirty thing. Damn dirty thing. And the bot stuff. Drop your links over there. Steve B, where you at? Steve B.
Right.
Steve B. So, yep, there's tons of stuff out there. We try to put it all in one place so it's easy to find, but you know, damn. I mean, we got a bunch of shows and other people that are talking.
I need to make it look better.
We got tons of people in the madness that drop their links to all their different stuff in the Facebook group. But there's still more. There's still way more. There's no doubt about it. There's always more. That's what amazes me. I'll find a new show on YouTube I never heard of before. It had 210 episodes. I'm like, what? How did I not see this before? You know.
And you should go check.
It's not in your algorithm.
Dude,
you should go check all these awesome books out.
I'm subscribed to 500 like comic channels. It's not in my algorithm. I don't know what the fuck I got to do to bring it in. Channel, what the fuck? We run nothing but hashtags. We have nothing. You know what I mean? If it's not part of my algorithm, that's not my fault. You know. Just YouTube dropping the ball, not getting people out to the people who have interest in that stuff. I should have heard about that show 5 years ago. It's no secret what we're interested in. Why wouldn't that be on my algorithm? You understand what I'm saying? It's like, come on.
No, I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying, you know, that's how stupid YouTube is.
Sorry, I need to look at them real quick.
You got a what?
I have to turn my virtual camera off for a second.
Oh, all right. That's okay. We got art. We got other art to look at. Q.
Yo.
You. We're good, brother.
Thanks.
Everybody getting
notice the lockjaw has a collar that reads Chrome.
That's funny. You gonna put his little butt standing right there between his little horns, or
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna add that one.
There's a little crom standing.
Why
right
not? Put a chroma right between the lockjaw's antenna and simply say, "Giddy up."
Giddy up, doggy. So I'm sharing this, Pops. This is the last card I did before today, which I didn't work at all yesterday. And I just want to say, I love you, Chris, but I hated drawing that grill more than getting teeth pulled.
Take a look at it.
He wanted a very exact car, and I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. We all know how much I love drawing cars.
Yeah, well, it is part of what do you call it, the noir
aesthetic.
Yeah,
ambiance.
Sweet old sedans are part of that look, you know.
Yeah, I think this is I want to say 49 Cadillac 6.2, and I went looking for images of it, and like I was scared for a minute there because like the first several I found were all, you know, come get it and restore it type looking cars. One of them was a rag top, and I was like, oh no. I finally found enough references to get it.
Oh man, looks good though. Looks real good.
Yeah, update the modified links.
But you know, that's what I get when they draw crate. Then the next day it's draw this exact car with the most complicated grill in the history of grills.
You mean like that? What was it? Not Studebaker, but what's the other company?
Edsel.
Yeah, the Edsel. Oh God.
I freaking love the old Studebakers, man. Those cars were badass.
Dude, Studebaker had some really badass cars.
Studebaker Commander is one of the sickest hot rod cars I've ever seen. And Q, I've told you about playing with your vibrator.
I just put on mute a while ago.
We heard it anyway. Don't bog the thing down, at least. Come on.
Just correcting the Black Bolts' mask.
I'm just. Yeah.
Cromwell coming up in a minute.
I hope y'all having a good. I hope y'all had a good July. I know it was a weird fucking month. One like we haven't seen in a long time, but you know, just gotta hope that things are gonna get better. Let's have a better August. Right? I'm just saying, you know.
Okay, now
Look, Doc, he's doing it. He's doing it, Doc. He's doing it right. He muted himself. Look, but he's doing it. He was playing with his vibrator right there.
At least he muted himself.
You got to hock 2 on that or it's going to burn out.
Holy shit.
That was great.
Well, you knew somebody was going to go there. Might as well go full force.
You know?
Oh, man.
Goddamn.
Oh, man.
You got me.
Somebody, I need that clip. I need that clip. Please. Somebody, anybody.
This is the great stuff you'll get if you're going back. Addicts, Unbound Fury, #1.
Yeah, you can add that to the clip even. Wow. That was good.
Hock to it today. On the logo.
Right.
On that thing.
Yeah, I think that clip needs to go at the end of every trailer from here on out.
Yeah.
Oh. On that thing. That thing.
So whenever I erase something that the add up to a thing.
Oh, man.
How dare you!
Wow. It's just, you know what I mean?
Did you see that the girl that did that, she went, I don't know if it was on Twitter or something, but she posted a posting that her and her dad are looking into legally going after people that used her likeness and that phrase without her permission.
You know
what grounds?
I seen her at a concert.
Listen, I mean, if you ever watch her on the thing, she didn't really. She's not very eloquent in how she just said she was doing it.
She got up on stage at a concert in front of a few thousand people, and nobody even reacted to her.
Yeah,
she ain't gonna win shit.
Well, you know what it was? She burned red hot, but it went out fast.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes you got to pick your
opportunity.
you got to pick something up.
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
She was trying to be funny, and somebody made her famous, and now she looks dumb. That's it.
She was just drunk.
They knew that.
Yeah.
They knew that. I mean, the question was, what do you do to keep
Yeah.
dude, like, know you that you're gonna keep dude happy in the sack or whatever. I mean,
Well, yeah, they
she
didn't
said,
ask her how she does her taxes.
yeah, anything she said was going to be something they use. She went all in.
Although she might do her taxes like that. You never know.
She went all in. What can I tell you? It was funny, but it's over. You know? Well, it was over until I'm sorry, I had to say it.
I'm trying to get you know, I need some advice here. Does anyone know how to do like explosion effects?
Yeah.
Which program you using?
Adobe.
You're coloring right now, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Because I'm trying to do it on. Hold on. On this side right here. I'm sure you can see that. This area right here, and I don't know how to go about it. Like,
Draw
should
your,
there be a light there?
So you need an explosion on the right side of the top panel.
Mm-hmm.
That is the cause of why dude's getting blown backwards.
And you just want to do it in color and not black and white?
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
You have to use a special layer, add a special layer like an overlay. Doran, I think you need to just come in here. I sent you the link. Come in here.
I use what you use in Photoshop. You said.
Yes.
See, I do my stuff in Procreate, but what you could do is draw out your line work on a layer, then color it with an effect like a cloud effect or a flame effect, then color that effect, and then go in and remove the line layer, and you'll be left with just like the generic explosion effect.
Okay.
Or you can look at Levi's showing you some explosion effect, just like, end result, how it kind of should look or whatever. I don't know.
I got the different, like for the brush technique, Joe would use, he's showing you the 3 different tools that he used in here for the explosion. If you could somehow like replicate that, but in color, maybe come in with a brush and then maybe whatever tool you're using for like sharp lines, kind of vary it up a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, this one's not even colored yet.
lost Doc. What happened to Doc?
Doc's down. Doc's
Oh,
down.
no.
Damn. Where'd you go, Doc?
Whitefire is saying in the chat, flares. You use a special layer like an overlay.
And then I told him to jump in here, and he said 1 second. Because I sent him the link. He can jump in here and just talk to you guys as opposed to having to type it out, right? Try to make things easy on everybody. I try. James up in here with Hellspawn. Upside down, Hellspawn.
You want to move everything else where you need. That's just right.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Doran the Bold from Whitefire. He's here. He's here.
I'm here. I'm here.
Welcome.
Oh my God.
How's it going?
What's up, Doran?
Hey. A little bit tired today.
Whoa!
I get some
We are infinity.
Hey, I'm just trying to get stuff done. Oh, let me get the deck out of the way. All right, there we go.
So
all right. So I'm going to show you guys a little trick here. I don't know if it'll 100% work for what you're trying to do, Stephen. Just this is something that's like basics when you learn how to use Photoshop, any type of bitmap editor like Clip Art Studio or Photo Paint, which I worked on for years. Let me see if I can. Is that my screen? Share.
I don't know what that is, but that looks weird.
He's just looking at StreamYard. He needs to go to the tab.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So let me show you something. I actually worked on designing
Let me show you something.
effects, so this will be fun to show. And up to the other screen, into the middle of nowhere.
You might want to remove that screen and then go pick the tab you're trying.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to get what the heck is StreamYard doing? Ooh, that is psychedelic.
It's awesome. I love that.
That's the whole application is even. Oh, I see. Hang on here. All right. Where did the application go? What the heck? All right, let's try this again. Can you guys see is Krill photo paint on the screen? I had to close down the.
It's just a blank white screen.
Yeah.
Oh.
You'll probably have to kill that one. There
Yeah.
you go. Again.
Share screen. And, oh, that's window, not entire screen. That's why it's messing it up. All right.
Entire screen is for video games.
Yeah. It's weird because the application keeps disappearing every time I do that.
Yeah, that's just your desktop.
Yeah. So now you should see Photo Paint hopefully launching this time. This is what I worked on for a lot of years. Way back when there was only one bitmap editor on a PC. Oh, actually, you know what? It'd probably be better to show you guys in Paint Shop Pro. I don't have Photoshop. Well, this is, you know what? It won't function anyways. What the heck is it doing? All right, let's do Paint Shop Pro. Everything just keeps dancing on my screen. This is what happens when you have 3 monitors. All right.
Well, there you go.
Now we're going to find ourselves a page to work on.
We're all in your computer now.
Way too many projects. Let's just take a background from my trade show booth. So first you want to probably contain your explosion. The first thing you want to do for that, it's called masks. So you'll see in your left column, every bitmap editor has a mask. You can make different shaped ones, ellipses and squares. But in this case, let's say we want to put some kind of special effect. Let's do it over top of Keeper here in the graveyard. So you put the mask, and what a mask does is it isolates whatever you're about to do into that kind of area, so that it doesn't affect other areas. Now, on the right side here, you'll see a layers docker, and you got to create a new layer, and then you got to see how it has normal up here. This is magical. All these special effects up here. If you're a colorist or something like that, like you want to do special effects, understanding what these different, I think they're called layer effects or something like that. What they do really creates special looks or different kind of designs. And the common ones are multiply. So this is great for coloring, for instance, if you have this one, because what it will do is it'll put a color on there. If this was black and white, like say you just inked an image, if you use multiply, it'll color right over top of your black lines without destroying them. So if you're a colorist, it's a super easy way to color your graphic. But anyways, let's put that back on. Let's see if I can. All right. So what you have to do is you have to have some kind of explosion effect, right? So you could create one, or you could create like a flare, for instance. So I actually still have flares. I used to work on a flare effect. I think I still got it. So we need to put something into our screen here. Let me find imports. Import an image. So it would just be another image. And let's take here. See if I find references. No, it's reference art. I'm gonna just search my drive for flares because I think I just called them flares. There's also built-in libraries within Paint Shop Pro. I probably should show you that because you'd have them for free. That's probably better than using mine. They might actually. So over here, they actually have effect materials. See all these different kind of glowy things now showing? So they're kind of your explosion, right? So you would kind of drag them onto your screen, and they create kind of a, well, that's not a very good example. Oh yeah, you got to download them first. That's right. All the fun of different things you got to do. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe I'll find one that I've already used. I think I used this one before. Nope. But you have to download these off the cloud, all these. And these are all your special line effects for like action lines and stuff like that. And they're super easy to work with once you get them figured out and you play around with them. So unfortunately, it's not downloading them for some reason. Give it to me. Huh.
Yeah, I don't think I have it that thing.
I don't know why the cloud is not working for Clip Art Studio. Oh, it's just really slow.
Oh, that's probably because of StreamYard, man. StreamYard's a resource horde, dude.
Oh, yeah. I think it's just slowing everything down. But that's strange because I'm picking this actual kind of, I'm gonna have to download. I must do something that looks more like an explosion. This one looks kind of like more like oh, there we go. So see how that put a line effect right over top of everything? So what you can do, the first thing is you can resize these, but you know what I mean? And you can export these out of Clip Shop Pro, or you can have them for anything, but it's kind of your explosion. This isn't a real great example because it's not actually a flare, because you get a bunch of tones with flares. But watch what this layer effect from normal, so to multiply won't do anything, but once we start using something like overlay, see how it all changes, how it affects everything. See the effect it put over top of everything. You can play around with that and like soft hard light and glow. Well, glow is no good in this case, but you can kind of play around with these different. Screen is usually a good one for different types of effects. Let's do light, and you can kind of try and play around with things to try and And then you got transparency slider here, so you can kind of make it go lighter. So see how it doesn't look like it's kind of explosive lines, but I don't know exactly what you're looking for. But you can kind of contain it. See how it's on its own layer there? But you can kind of move them around. So it's the same in every one of these bitmap editor softwares. They have this ability to take another layer. So you put your explosion on it, and then you transparency it in with, like, let's say one of these special effects on top of it to try and make it look more explosive. But what I was trying to show you before.
And you get something like this for Adobe too?
Yep, it's all the same for Adobe and everything else. You won't have these pre-built ones, I don't think. But you can just search the internet. Go search the internet right now for, let's say, go into a browser. Oh, let's do it. Actually, since my screen's off, let's open a browser. Let's see if we can find some explosion. Let's do comic explosion. Comic. Let's see what we get. That's kind of funny. Oh, yeah. Here's one with boom on it. Let's see what we can do with those. I'm just going to copy this image. So you can copy it, right? Now this has got other funky stuff on it, like this little Adobe stock image thing or whatever. You can actually trace them too if you want your own legal version of it. So back in the application, when you paste Control V, it will put that explosions. Oh, here it is on the screen. So see it's really small. We're just going to pump it up here. Trying to remember which. That's the problem when you use so many softwares, you forget which tools do exactly what. All the time you got to play around a little bit. All right, I'll just move this over a spot. Let's put the explosion on his head. Move layer. No, not move layer. Huh. I don't know why I can't move that object. I want to make it bigger. Retransform? No. Scale. There we go. All right, so now we got a great big boom. So now we're going to go back to this. We apply the transform. We go back to this layer type up here on the right. Ooh, what is it trying to do now? So watch what happens to this layer now that I start putting it over top. We'll go back to, I think I originally said overlay. So overlay isn't quite working the way I want. Too much. And then you just play with your transparencies. Glow. Vivid light. I think you kind of get the idea. You got to go in here and play, and you can create that layer yourself with this explosion on it, right? But you can kind of put it over top of this. Transport it. See how it's kind of melding into it? That's one way you can do it. And the other thing you can do too is, I was talking about masks. If we were to, I'm not so sure in Clipart Studio how to do this, but you should be able to put it within this mask area. And it will not go, the effect will not go outside of the mask. It'll get contained inside of it. Start with it somehow. But, all right. Whoops. So there's built-in flare effects. That's why I wish I could show you photo paint. But it doesn't seem to want to launch for some reason. Because it has a really cool flare effect. And I think Photoshop should, under effects menu, if it's still called the effects menu, there should be something called like photo effects or something called flares. And if you find the flare effect, it does create a new layer, put the flare, create your custom flare to look like your explosion, and then do this to it, like change its layer type. You should be able to create and contain kind of your flare explosion. I don't know if I'm
images, right?
I would have to see, probably under images. I thought the effects menu had its own menu. You can see how you can like just move this like around and put it anywhere. So we can also kind of cut pieces of it.
Properties, gradients.
See how I cut away in the middle of the explosion there. Invert this mask. Yeah, I now kind of contained it a bit to the area. There's a lot of tricks. But now we've kind of put this boom over top of keeper carrying the. You got to kind of play around a bit, but that's kind of the fun part of a bitmap better like this, like photo paint, clip art studio, and all that is some of the things you can do, like this little kind of boomy thing over top. The other way you can do stuff too is like I actually use Corel Draw for a lot of my stuff, but just to show you a real cool trick in Corel Draw. It has a trace program, so you could take this explosion and turn it into what's called a vector, so it's scalable. And this is not nice because it's kind of, you got to respect other people's property. Like in the sense we're playing with someone else's property, in the sense of this explosion. Oh shoot! It's after I destroyed the explosion, actually. Okay. So see how it's like all one graphic, right? You can't do much with this. If you wanted to do some other special effects with it before you brought it in, there's actually a trace option. So if you do a line art trace.
Yeah.
Actually now it's vector. And what that means is you can now take it apart. So you could actually take sections of this.
Yeah, that's
explosion.
That's one of the things I learned, that once you have it as a vector, then you can have it as like a 3-color thing, and
it becomes scalable. It can be as small as an ant to big as a building, and it's still just sharp. That's the one big advantage of vector. And then there's the manipulation factor. Like I totally went to school for vector. Like I love vector. I've worked with it most of my career. I'll show you some examples of some effects. I don't think there's any explosion ones. I did Raykel 2. I don't know if this is the final one. The other day we were talking about special effects with text and stuff like that, and lettering and how to do good lettering. And that's where Paint Shop Pro kind of runs a little bit lower, like it's not as good. And Adobe Photoshop is okay, but it's not a full vector software, so you don't have that many tricks up your sleeve.
And it's not really a vector software at all with Adobe Photoshop, but they have Adobe Illustrator. It is vector software.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. So for instance here, this is actually a drop shadow on text here, but when I did, this isn't the lettered one. Dang it. You have to, for instance here, see the special effect. I got like the explosion of the fire inside of the text. Stuff like that is what you do in Illustrator. Might be able to do it inside of Photoshop, but it would be hard. It just is much more awkward. But I got kind of the fire. What I did is that's actually just the bitmap of the fire inside of the text, layered over top of the exact same bitmap of the fire to create the kind of special effect.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, I'm yapping. I think you kind of saw what I was talking about. That's, to me, the only way I know to create the explosions. I think there is some tutorials online about creating explosions inside of Photoshop.
Yeah, I think there is. I am going to have to look through them. Also, I had to look up explosions to see. Because, so right here is kind of the aftermath of what's going on. And if I can find it, and it's not colored right here. Right here, you see she's getting pushed back. And on the next page, she's still getting pushed back. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out the
Yeah, I think a flare would work good. I wish Photopaint would launch. Can you? I can't see the menus.
That's why I don't think
filter. They call them filters inside of Photoshop. So the filter menu.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it's not really a ball thing that I've been drawing right here. It should be a thing that should be just covering this part of the panel. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So actually, those lines I was showing earlier inside of Clip Art Studio, they have, I think, some really good action lines. Actually, but I wish I could. Let me see if I can share them. I bet like something like effect like this might work too. Let's see if I can present again. Let's see if I can.
Because I was thinking of it as a well, it's still an explosion, so must be in the shape of a ball. So no, it's she's further away, which means
see these kind of black lines. Oh.
Huh?
Let me just fade this out a bit here. See these black lines here? Something like this on that side of the screen might work too, kind of to create that kind of explosion or blow away type of thing. Some action lines just coming out of it. That's, again, you can put them on another layer and then you can fade them in like this one. Like you can then kind of fade them into the. Let me drop this back.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm actually looking for.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Hopefully there's something of value in there you got out of that. I'm just stumbling around all over the place. My brain's kind of melted today.
Carrie, it's Carrie, guys. She's in the chat. She's saying hi to all the artists on the panel and ignoring Pops.
Hey, Carrie.
You can't do that.
Hi, Carrie.
Hey, Carrie.
Hello.
Carrie. What makes Pops cry? He's emotional today. Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have
emotional damage.
Uh-oh, we got a tisk in the chat too.
Whoa, we lost Dory. What happened to Dory?
Yeah, I think
Gary?
I think part of my problem with that was that I was just looking at the effect all wrong.
Carrie, we call them smoke rings. And I'm not as good as Gandalf. I can't make them change colors and float off over the hills. Guys, it's that time of the day. I got to go get ready for another show.
Oh, no.
All right.
We're going to run around the room telling everybody where they can find each other and all that fun stuff. And then I'm going to be out of here. So, James.
You can find me at www.thevonsteins.com. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me pretty much anywhere.
Pretty much anywhere. There you go. Stick me.
Yes.
Tell everybody where they can find you, brother.
Well, you can find me here on the Madness Comic Network, but you can also find me on my own channel at Boldcat Studios, and you can also find me on Twitter and Instagram under Boldcat Studios.
There you go.
Going on. There's the link to my new campaign, Addicts Unbound Fury #1. Go check out the Chosen One Universe's #1 superhero vigilante as he fights the system.
And Dory, tell everybody where they can find you, brother.
Oh, yeah, you can find me as always at waitfirecomics.com or at Waitfire Comics on pretty well everywhere. It's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Go.
Levi.
You can find me on the Zitter or on Instagram or my comic book on Twitter.
Yes.
That sticky note.
Bye, Phantom. Yes, Carrie. We love you too, sweetheart. Q,
Yeah.
you know what to do.
Yeah. You could always find us here in the Madness Comic Network on YouTube and Roku. Later.
Hey everyone, I'm Laurie Calcaterra, and if you're not watching the Madness Comic Network, there could be consequences.
Just back it already.
How do you end this thing? How do you put the where's the brakes on this bus? I forgot.
Jazz
how to drive.
hands. Jazz hands.
Have a good night.